Alright, hi again, everybody. I don't know why that was acting up. I restarted my computer and hopefully it'll work right now. Okay. Let's continue. Hopefully it'll work right now. Half Moon Walk. It'll probably restart it because we were like 2 minutes into it. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Oh, it didn't. Good. Okay. The only thing that happened was that we went through the, we went through the belongings. The watch and the cigarettes were normal stuff. We looked at the revolver, and only 2 of the bullets have been fired. Okay, so now we have to go, I think his name is Leighton. We have to go, interview him. And it seems like it's working better now, I hope so. See, sometimes on my end, it'll show okay, and then what you guys see is different, so it's hard for me to tell. Okay, where is he?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Interrogation.
Good evening,
Jeez,
Mr. Chapman.
That's a scar and a
Who
half.
you? I've got nothing to say.
You're
It's
the
all a
same
mistake.
dude from the last one.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here
His
to help
face
you.
is exactly the
to find
same.
out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Man, they got lazy with the characters in this game, didn't they? They didn't even barely change this scar. They'll never be able to tell it's the same guy. I mean, it's obviously not the same exact dude, but wow. A black eye. Chat, after I go through this, I'll see if I can turn the graphics down. I'm not sure if I can after I already started the game. He's got a fancy scarf. Those are like ones we wear now. He's got a tattoo. Prison tattoo. Alright, let me see here. Oh, wait. Video. Asking my husband how to fix this. I'm sorry, chat. I'm trying to figure out how to get this to work better because I know it's something with the graphics. This is an older game too, so, and it could just be that it's off of Epic Game Store. Had it for free. So he said not that. Check here. Let's see. Video now. Audio no. Gameplay no. I mean, I don't think there's anything in the main menu. I'll check. That's fine. We're trying to fix this so it'll work better. this works now. Sorry about that, chat. I don't know why, like all the other times we've played it, it's worked pretty well. And Goomba's not home from school, so there's nobody on the internet. My phone's not on the Wi-Fi. But it's also snowing here, so I don't know if that affects the internet any, so could, I guess.
Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
I could do the profile again. At least it didn't go back too far. And it was kind of neat yesterday, chat. I found a Sherlock Holmes magnet when I was shopping. I went to this candy store. I was trying to get stuff for our charity stream on Saturday. Goomba and I are going to be doing. I put pictures for whichever amounts that people make a donation to the Extra Life thing, that it will be like a thing that we have to do. We have to eat, like, we have sour candies and spicy candies. So, what's your
Good.
story, man?
Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Let me see if I can find that. I think I took a picture of this magnet. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, get the glare off of the light. The little Sherlock Holmes magnet I got.
Interesting.
Random thing.
Pray, continue.
I turned a corner,
It looks just
and I saw
like
the
him.
man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Now do we really need to go? We go somewhere. Let's investigate the crime scene and talk to witnesses at Half Moon Street. Chat, is the stream working any better now? There's not really a whole lot else I can do. This usually works pretty well, this game. What is Watson doing? They hit a bump. Don't really have anything to look at right now. In the books, there's no point in clicking in it.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
It's like a drone. He's just staying there looking. It's like a moth. Yeah, there's bugs. Okay.
Locked.
Darn.
Locked.
Oh. Can't go over there. That dude looks like he's drank too much. This kind of creepy place. Oh, there's a horse. Hey, horse. How you doing? How you doing?
Locked.
Not this guy. Can we talk to him? Hey, you. Where were you? Oh, can't go there either. Jeez, where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh, down the other way, I guess? So it's this creepy alleyway. It's like, the one Harry Potter movie when he went down the wrong chimney. He went to, was it Dragon Alley or something instead of Diagon Alley? Why is it so dark? Well, I guess not supposed to go back there, I guess.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The Stad fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
Any witnesses?
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
Delighted.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Can you imagine that, chat, if you still had to do that these days? Like, you had to go outside and light a lamp with a candle, or stuff like that. Ugh.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Okay, now where do we need to go? Let's investigate the bodies.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful
Ow.
wound.
Not good.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Not good at all. Oh, he's got the
A
same
tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti and Leighton Chapman both have identical Westgate Prison tattoos. They were most likely acquainted. The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
That's good. Something else you're supposed to see?
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
It's from like a cane or something, looks like.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Anytime there's like a little tiny thing or something, it reminds me of that episode. There was an episode of Monk where he solved a case from a piece of gravel that was like maybe the size of a pea or even smaller. But, oh my gosh, it's like, how do you do that? Yes? No, there has to be something else here. Why is it just head? There's always something else if it doesn't just leave the... Oh, there's something else up here. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. No, because it's still white. That means there's something else. It's very persnickety sometimes. Some little detail that you can barely even tell sometimes. Oh. See? Left pocket. A key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Oh, there goes Sherlock taking stuff again. Let's see. Revolver. No. 2 victims. Revolver. Okay. Because there was 2 bullets that were shot off. Double murder. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Doesn't necessarily mean that he did it, though. It's easy to pin a crime on a youngster.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Varro reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Looks tired. War veteran. Knew it was gonna be some kind of war pin. I worked at the auctions. I got to see a lot of those. It's kind of sad in a way because you know those belong to someone. What else was this? Oh, is he missing a button? Or he's just having a bad day, man. He's missing a button. He poor. Like, geez, Sherlock.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window as flat until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Marrow's statement, as the constable did not see anyone at the window. Someone's lying. We have to figure out who. So either the cop or this guy's lying. It's possible. If it's the cop, it makes easy for him to lie. Let's see, seems like none of them are matching right now. Alright, let's go talk to the plant lady, even though it's saying Jonathan does. Different shots now. Let's see if that's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, simultaneous shots. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. firing position. Turner could hear the contrast between two fired shots as they were made from different points in Half Moon Street. I'm gonna say that for now because we don't really have anything else to go off of. That's what he said, that the two he said what the second shot sounded way louder for some reason than the other one. So let's go for the match. Why is it saying that we have more time? They don't match. Ugh, I'm not doing any more of those right now. Talk to the plant lady. Hey lady, what'd you see? Hey you.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
I think he would have been there first, because he was so close.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
There's just common. Imaginary man. The person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statements as a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. Just go with something else. Okay. Let's say compelling evidence. The witness testimonies in the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton Chapman. Okay. But he said, what the constable and that one guy said didn't match. So, let's collect more evidence. That's what we need to do. Let's see what we have here. Let's see. Westgate prisoners. Leighton is acquainted with one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. Both of them have Westgate prison tattoos. Turner's contradiction. Mr. Turner says that he was standing near the window of his flat the entire time, but according to Constable Merrow's statement, Mr. Turner's window was dark. Okay, so our profile of a couple people here. Let's see. Leighton Chapman. Leighton Chapman is in his 20s and is Wiggins' older brother. Growing up on the streets and being a hot-headed lad, he committed a crime for which he served time in Westgate Prison. He is currently detached from his past street life and is probably working somewhere as an office clerk. Ryan Turner. Ryan Turner is around 60 years of age. He is a veteran of the Crimean War, a fact of which he is very proud. His leg was most likely injured during this war, and he has been limping since then. Mr. Turner lives a poor life. Okay. Okay. Talk to Mr. Turner and check the view from his flat. There should be something to explain his contradictory statements. Okay, then we'll do that. I won't make him run because I know that'll make the stream lag too. Just did it before. Wiggins.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes.
Still standing
I stayed
there.
at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly. This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
That's what we're looking for here. Oh, something here. Burnt paper. What are you burning, sir?
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
What else we got here? Books.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Guilty. Possibly be guilty.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
It's not that window, I guess. Making anything
This
good there,
kitchen
sir?
knife is quite sharp.
Maybe we shouldn't leave it there. Why are we looking at that? Jeez. Oh,
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
I guess we don't have to change that yet. I guess.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Figure it out.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
And I guess, okay, he got out of bed. Leave the purse on. No. And then, I have to walk down there to do that. Me down here like, oh, what happened? What's happened, y'all? What are these people doing? What are you doing? And then he came up here. Oh dang, I broke my stick. I better hide it. Better hide that daggone stick. Do it. Then, uh-oh, I better chop that up. I don't like what that said. Throw it in the fire. And watch the sequence. Oh, what the heck was that? I better go check it out. Oh shoot, did I skip the window? Wait, no, we gotta reset it. I skipped the window. Okay, we skipped the step. We skipped the window. Oops. Take that out of there. Take that out of there. This out. I didn't realize there was another step. We skipped the darn window. Dang it. Now we'll get to go through that again. So fun. Woke up from the gunshot, hobbled over to the window like, what in the world happened? What world happened? What are you doing down there? And then he's like, I'm gonna come down and see for myself. You better not go anywhere. I'm coming to look. Darn troublemakers. You know, I think I know that guy. I better hide this stick. I'm just saying something. Ugh. You know what? I better get this thing out of this book. I better chop it up, throw it in the fire. Okay, now let's try it. That should be right now. What in the world was that noise? I grab my stick. Let's go over here. We really boogieing now. Gotta open the window. What the heck? What are you doing down there? Oh my goodness, what happened? Let's go down here. Watch me move fast. Bam! Watch my moves. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I think I know this guy. That's what you get for taking my money at poker night. I don't back up here. Oh, I gotta hide this stick. I'm gonna hide it so well they'll never find it. Oh, I gotta get rid of this paper. I know. I'll use this knife. He'll never be able to tell. Stupid paper. I hate you so much. Chop you into a billion pieces, paper. And I'll throw you in the fire.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Oh, it's in the book. Okay.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the
Ew.
cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Gross.
Well now,
that thing?
what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
How the heck did you even know the dude had that? What in the world?
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Alright, let's look at that. Antique bracelet. An antique golden bracelet that was found in Mr. Turner's flat. It is decorated with distinctive ram heads. Do we actually have other clues here? No. I don't have anything else still. I don't like that it makes that stay on air. You liar!
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
It's not that. This is limp.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Mr. Turner, you were
Hiding
not sincere
evidence,
with me.
sir.
Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
I have to do something with that paper. Let's Reach the archives. Yep. But, hit the wrong thing. Go back to Baker Street then. Come along, Watson. We have more things to do. I don't think we have anything else right now. None of the stuff goes with anything else. No. The only other thing is that could be different is that one. But I'm not changing it right now when we don't know. Archives. Oh, there's probably a letter from the last thing, too. Let's read it. Why not? Let's see. Oh, it's the newspaper article. The Times. Sensation. An exotic method of murder. The arsenal of our present-day criminals may soon be refilled by poisonous plants. A young and beautiful woman, in collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned the terrible murder of their director, Mr. Montague Dunn. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind a tragedy that was initially believed to be a simple heart attack. That detective's name is Sherlock Holmes. I'll probably frame that. Okay, we need to look for the bracelet. Architecture, maybe? Said something about Greece, didn't they?
That is not the one I need.
Oh. Okay then. No, medicine.
That is not the one. That is not the. That is not the.
Said it wasn't
That is
Greece,
not the
and
one
I thought
I
that's
need.
what you said.
That is not the one. That is not the one.
Oh. What did it even click on? Okay, these. Oh, I'll read
Here
it
it is.
afterwards because it'll have it show up on the whole screen.
I need to continue my research in my archives.
For what? What else are we looking for? Oh. Use. Wait, what? Part of an ancient jewel set that belongs to the Hellenistic treasures collection. They have been missing from the museum since 1885. Sheesh. Wait, we're not in the right thing. Oh no. There.
Here it is.
And then we can read them both.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop
It's a
should tell
pawn
me
shop.
more.
Going to the thrift shop, y'all. Being like Macklemore. Okay. The Strand. A treacherous theft. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on the way from the British Museum to the Glasgow Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop on Church Street. Police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasure were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures were still to be found. 5 brands of methylene. These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. Jeez, a whiz. That would be worth a lot of money. 5 rams of mytilene have been missing from the museum since 1885. Sheesh. Some expensive stuff, that. Real expensive. Alright, where do they want us to go now? Oh, we have to go to the pawn shop, that's right. Is that where we're at now? Watson's just staying back now. He knows he's broken too many things, I guess. Not letting us go anywhere else. Oh, there's a pawn shop.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
I would hope. He took it from his pocket. Oh, Sherlock. You're so funny. Taking stuff. Doing whatever. What are we looking for here? What are we looking at?
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
Mountaineer? Huh. Is it Laura Croft? No. Kidding. Definitely the wrong time period. Shouldn't even be alive yet.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
Uh-oh. Oh, all the clocks ticking. Tick, tick, tick. What's this thing? Oh.
The ram's heads.
Ooh.
This necklace belongs to the 5 rams of Mytilene collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft. It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? But good news for you, I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. Brian Vercotti. Leighton is acquainted with one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. Both of them have Westgate prison tattoos. Acquire into the bracelet. Completed. So this and this? No. Burglary motive. The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. Robbery. Wait, what? Leighton Chapman committed a double murder at Half Moon Street. Motive was the theft of ancient and valuable treasures. Last piece of the 5 rams ring with the ram head. We have to go find the ring. Something's missing. It's not. It's too easy. What if I change this? There. I don't want it to be finished yet. There There we go. Fixed it. I did that. So, examine the bodies and perform a reenactment. So we gotta go back to Half Moon Street. Like, I knew it wasn't done. That's too... There's those other things in there that had question marks, so there's something else that we have to do. It always turns green, and there's no question marks whenever you have all the clues. So I don't want to leave anything not done. So I just changed that on purpose so that we could keep going with the investigation. And that page in your journal won't say, it'll just say like solve the case or something whenever you have everything done. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, what's happening?
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Not good. Why would he care about him now? Okay, so they're trying to... One of the victims possibly fired the gun twice.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
On the pole. Give me that pole.
This should be useful.
Yeah, it should be. Quite useful. Can you do the thing again now? No. Wait. No, it's not what you need to do the reenactment thingy. Let's go check this. There's some loud noise.
Nothing interesting here.
Well, that means the other dude did it. Terrible shot. You shot way up there. The dude's like 2 feet away from you. There it is.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Okay. Let's see. Third shot. Okay. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti both died across the road with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. I don't know about that. I think it was crossfire. This, back to this, I think. But it still changes things. So what else? This is there. So third shot. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing. What do we need to do now? Let's see what it says. Reenact Marrow's pursuit with the lamp. Okay. Leighton is acquainted with one of the victims. Let's see. Talk to Constable Morrow and find out if it would have been possible to miss someone hiding in the shadows of Half Moon Street at the time of the crime. Okay, where are you, dude? Where are you? There you are. Where were you the night of the murder? I was right here.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Oh, we get to play hide and seek. How fun. Mr. Marrow, do you see me? Oh, I get to be Mr. Marrow. It's pretty dark here. Ooh, it's real dark.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Finding Sherlock Holmes, where are you at? I will find you. Where are you?
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
I quite like this game, Mr. Holmes. Let's play this a while. I might have to watch that today, chat. Pink Panther, I haven't watched that in a bit. That movie makes me laugh so much, though. Nobody in this creepy alley. Nobody over here. Anybody over here? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't see anybody. I don't think so. Huh. Don't think I see anybody.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
Let's see, corners in sight. Let's see, what's this say now? Of the walls. If we can assume that there was one more person Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Leighton, and attempt to climb the wall. Okay. I'll do that. Find the flare gun and climbing equipment. Oh, that was at the shop, wasn't it? Yeah, I was at the pawn shop, so we gotta take some more stuff. That's not ours. Oh, Sherlock likes doing that. He just takes people's stuff and uses it up. Oh, maybe that. Oh, maybe that. Excuse me.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
So we need the climbing equipment, and then we need the flare gun. That's behind here, I think. So
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Flare pistol. Find the use. Flare pistol and flares in good working order. Okay, talk to Constable Marrow and attempt to imitate the flash from the fireworks. Check if it was possible to escape the crime scene by climbing the wall. Okay. We gotta go back to Half Moon Street. That's where they're all at. Watson's been out of the way the whole time this time. He listened to us, chat. He listened well. They said don't break anything, and he's listening. Okay.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you
always.
get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
Try this one. I guess you try all of them until we.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
I should try climbing faster.
What the heck am I supposed to do? Sheesh. I gotta do it again.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
It's possible, especially with the equipment. So it's probably a
Holmes?
dude.
Holmes, where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen, I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Whee! So now we have to follow the trace of the criminal, inspect the attic of the building that might have used for an escape. This building? Oh, I guess so. Guess it's the store. Oh. Found this dark, creepy attic. Yuck.
These shards of glass are from the window above. Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket. It's empty. A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
Is a different person. Leighton's innocence. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the mysterious jacketed man who participated in the shooting at Half Moon Street was proven to be true. Compelling evidence. The witness testimonies of the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton Chapman. I don't know, this is starting to sound pretty right. Says now. So we're supposed to go down the hatch. Okay, so now. See, this black thread taken from a torn jacket found in its attic at Half Moon Street. So that means we have to go back to our Baker Street so we can use our analysis table. See what we come up with. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go to our analysis. Let's see, is Toby over here? Aw, Toby. Toby.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
He always likes messing with her.
Let us take a closer look. It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse
Austin,
hair.
come here.
A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything.
I knew he was gonna
Ouch.
do that.
Holmes.
Oh, don't make such a fuss.
Look at there.
One little hair.
Oh my gosh.
Human hair is significantly thinner
Oh,
than the
sorry.
black sample. The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
What an odd thing to find. vanished from the crime scene at Half Moon Street could be a circus acrobat, managed to scale a 30-foot high wall in a matter of seconds. The hair from a large exotic animal was found on his discarded jacket. Okay. So now what do we need to do? Now what do we need? That's all we got is to connect the. Was one of the victims, Brian Vercotti, listed have escaped prison tattoos. It's the only thing that has a dialogue thing. What's his name again? Leighton. Or Vercotti. Oh, wait, let me talk to Leighton. Yeah, this one. There was a third man. Okay, so we need to look at our. So the last thing we have is our clues. Wrong one. So we need to look at. So these are the last two things. Turner could hear the contrast between two fired shots. In fact, 3 shots were made. First, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously. Circus acrobat. Vanishing act. The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He is a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. So now to find him. Request Wiggins' assistance in locating the right circus. Where's Wiggins?
Wiggins is currently at Half Moon Street.
Half Moon Street. Alright, we will. I didn't know if he was just chilling out there or he came back. Seems like we're almost to the end of this chat. Seems like it. Okay. Here, we need to talk to Wiggins and see which circus is in town right now. Here we go. Oh. Another little cutscene thing.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oh, wow.
Oi, watch your tongue.
Where'd he go? On the other side, though? Wiggins, where are you? Yep. Oh, Wiggins.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal, a very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
Go check it out. I need my fix. Need that caffeine fix. Now I can go punishments. The next morning, very early.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known travelling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a
So we
visit.
get to go to the circus now. How fun. Imagine some people probably messed the case up on purpose just so they could see what happened. They put the dude in jail and he didn't do anything.
Hey, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir.
It's the
Pardon
same
me,
voice
but
the other guy.
why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think
We
so.
gotta be wearing disguise
Clear off.
now. Disguise yourself in order to enter the circus. So we'll go back to Baker Street and put on a disguise. Maybe I look like a circus person. Did all that. We go in Sherlock's room. Let's do our wardrobe here. Alright, what do we got? Casual suit, black suit, brown suit, green suit, blue suit, bandit outfit, farmer outfit, morning sailor outfit, unbuttoned suit, casual suit. I'd try to be either the bandit one or the unbuttoned one. Let's try the bandit one, I guess. This is the makeup table. Facial hair, maybe? That's probably the one that somebody at the circus might have. Not sure on the hair. Nice slicked back with a ponytail. See the back of it though. Oof. Let's say probably like that one maybe. Maybe. If not, I guess we'll just have to come back.
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to.
I didn't think that's it. I was wondering. So those spectacles.
I'd better wear a shabby...
Shabby hat. Okay. Oy.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Thank God, Holmes. I can't
That
get used to your
different.
disguises.
Come on.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
He's got the definitely got the bad guy mustache going. His name Dick Dastardly. I think that was that guy's name. That had the big mustache like that.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
So, everything is here, just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls. That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day.
Barrels, maybe? Yeah. So that's what they were talking about. Oh, click it. Do it.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
Oh no. Oh.
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry.
Oh, yeah, they're stolen.
Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure It is not a coincidence. The merry men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on a table over there. Open that.
Kind of looks like he's got the bandana, kind of like Prison Mike in The Office. That's quite funny. Oh, goodness. He's got the ring. Uh-oh, you guilty. Guilty, guilty. Charles Foley. Charles Foley is a member and the leader of the Duval Brothers Circus. He's a skillful acrobat who actively practices his craft. Foley is a superstitious man. He is armed and dangerous. He has a penchant for wearing jewelry. The rebellious poster. Rise up and keep rising, from lambs into lions. Explore the circus and become acquainted with Charles Foley. Open the lock lying on the table in the circus marquee. I think we can do that. I've done these before. Just so we can see. Okay, this one's just a little trickier because it's got more parts than they usually do. So we can actually see. It's the only part it shows the line. That's supposed to be there. Oh, wait. Oh. Can I rotate the whole thing? Make this connect here. So that connects now. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Explore the circus to become acquainted with him.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
or something. I guess. So we'll go over here then. At least we know who did it now. Charles Foley wears an antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 grams of Leighton jewel set, and also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who namely escaped the crime scene at Half Moon Street. I know, we're like towards the end. No. Seems to be okay. How soon do you do that? Just had to talk to him.
Oh. Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
I guess we're going to Notting Hill Manor. And hopefully we don't get beat up.
Here I am
Catch
at the
him in
manor.
act, I guess.
Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
And the rest of the treasure,
This
I guess.
lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
So those two didn't actually look great, so let me just other stuff, see if we can get something to connect here. Not. Oh. No, not that one. Maybe on the gold one. This other side, need to move it. So that connects here. Something's not right. No, these need to connect. This connects here. This gold one needs to move. There we go. So this needs to connect to something else. We'll get it. This one's a little more tricky because it's got more parts to it than the other ones usually do. There's stuff wrong on this side. That needs to be there. There's that. Green's not in the right spot. Is that one part on the green connected that? Pretty sure it was this. Yeah. So then. There we go. Okay, this is looking better. So the gold, no, don't do it. I need the gold piece. Yeah, there should be a part that goes across. There we go. Got it.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Let's go in here. Oh, that was the weirdest way of closing a door. I guess we'll start at the right and work our way around. So it's gonna go right. That went against what I said in like 2 seconds. What's going on in here?
This cupboard is an absolute mess.
Okay.
Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Oh, that wasn't hard to find. Jeez. That's the worst hide
So,
ever.
that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Oh, jeez. Another one of these. Okay. Gold piece is wrong. So it's not connecting. There we go. There's that. And we need to go. Looks like we need the whole thing around again. Yep. Put that there. Maybe that. Something not right with this green piece either. That part looks right, but also this one of these moves. I think. Yeah. Let's
What a surprise! Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out. Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
see. Check the possible routes that the thieves could take to escape Notting Hill Manor and prepare the traps for them.
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door. This should be useful. The door is now blocked. The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police. The thieves won't attempt to escape.
I don't know if maybe I had to go outside and do something.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now. Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape. This should be...
Take the beads and make them fall down the stairs.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly. I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, it still shows them running out. So we have to block the door again? Something?
This should be useful.
Make
There
them
is
fall
no
down
ladder.
there.
If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Gonna break their legs.
This hatch leads to a cellar. This hatch.
Got a rope.
The door is now blocked.
Still says we need something.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall. If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
So we still have to stop the last dude. Something.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
This is another thing
The
upstairs.
door is now blocked. What a surprise! Another lock.
Oh, we're gonna put that over the hole.
This should be...
That wasn't super obvious.
The door is now blocked.
Put the carpet down over the hole. The dude should fall down. And I think that's it.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
Yay, we did it. Hey.
Police! Police!
Watson's actually doing something useful.
Stop where you are! Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
You're guilty. His brother.
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Yep.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers!
Now we got the keys.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Hidden art. The antiques discovered inside the hidden safe of the abandoned manor, Notting Hill, represent the collection of Hellenistic treasures that were stolen in 1885 and considered to be lost. It was the Foley dude. Okay, Charles Foley organized the theft of the Hellenistic treasures, which was related to the double murder at Half Moon Street. Leighton Chapman was a witness to the crime. Charles Foley will be in prison for organizing a grand theft. Since he is not directly guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. Or should we condemn him? Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of ancient and valuable treasures. He deserves the rope. Well, he didn't. I guess he technically didn't kill the guy. The other guy shot the one. Because the gun that Leighton had 2 bullets gone from it. Let's see. Charles Foley will be in prison for organizing a grand theft. Since he's not directly guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. Let's see, what's the other one say? Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge. The added theft of ancient and valuable treasures. He deserves the rope. I don't know if he's... I'm gonna absolve him.
Charles Foley, you were a witness to a double murder. You were standing next to Vercotti when Butler fired at your accomplice. The jeweler missed him, but they proceeded to kill each other with simultaneous shots. Even if your intention was to retrieve the stolen treasure, you did not intend to kill. I shall inform Inspector Lestrade of that fact, so your sentence should be the lighter.
You are a fine gentleman, with your fake pity.
I do what I think is right. It is never due to pity. Farewell, Foley.
What a jerk.
I shall
He
leave
is
now,
even
Watson.
happy that we
Gentlemen,
didn't-
please take our
we
friends
would've
here
gotten
into
killed
custody.
otherwise.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
What is he doing now? Or they helping Mycroft, maybe. The other thing. The merry men. Did it.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak.
Got some eyebrows.
They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines, or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Oh, wait, no, shoot.
When the law serves only the few, it can no longer be trusted. Every man is equal, and he has a right to choose his own way. And I shall not stop him.
Choose that ending. Shoot. So they're gonna blow it up now. I think at the end it'll let us do the other one if you want to see both. I didn't really mean to click. Tired today.
So,
I'm not thinking.
you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men. I should leave now. Sherlock, Dr. Watson.
Holmes, what just happened? What was that?
The start of a new world. Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbor. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
Let's see if we got it right. Oh, we missed one of the clues. What the heck did we miss? Oh well. That's the only thing we missed the entire time. Half Moon Walk. No doubt Charles Foley will be in prison. He organized the theft of ancient treasures that rightfully belonged to the British Museum. In fact, his band was hired by the Merry Men, planned a revolution in London, but he did not directly commit the murder at Half Moon Street. Decided that under such circumstances his sentence can be shortened. And we'll accept the decision. Let's see how many people made the same moral choices. Most people did, 96%. And that was the end of the game, I guess. Alright, chat. I'm gonna go. Well, shoot. I was gonna end it, but I don't remember if there's like a cutscene after this. Oh. I guess I can click out of it. Oops. Does it do to start over again then? Just over? Thing. Still don't get what we missed. And I'm pretty sure that's it, chat. There's nothing else to do. That's it. The end. Maybe I get out of the game so I can change my screen. chat. Oh, I thank everybody for tuning into the stream today. I know there was some technical issues at the beginning, but we got through it. Yay! So next Thursday we'll be on to the next Sherlock game. I think it's called The Devil's Daughter, if I remember right. But I thank everybody for being here today. If you're not already following the channel, make sure you hit the follow button if you want to keep seeing the stream. And I hope everybody has a great day. We won't be back till Saturday. We'll be doing our Extra Life charity stream then, so be sure to tune in for that. We'll be me and Goomba will be playing Fortnite, and people can make donations and make us eat sour and spicy candies. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.